Hi, friends. Carrie from Texas. How are you on this Thursday? Almost Valentine's Day, the day of love tomorrow. Very excited. My husband and I are going to actually go away for the weekend, which had been so overdue for so long, and we so need it, and we're going. And I couldn't be more happy to just check out for 3 days and just do nothing but be together. Let's get going this morning. Grab your makeup and your tools and grab a drink if you need it. And let's go. I am wearing a beautiful Boston sweatshirt that my youngest son and his beautiful girlfriend gave me. They were just in Boston, and so it's a nice cold morning. I can wear it. I'm so excited. And so I'm going to use browns today, and I'm going to use this packet. I was looking through my makeup trying to find something that I haven't used in a while, and I came across this beautiful Revlon nude palette, and it's got all of these beautiful colors in it. Look at that. And so we're going to use this today for my Boston t-shirt look. I'm also going to be using my Tarte Paper Foundation, paper tape. So we're going to get started with that. I have done my my Glotion, my skin prep, saturated my skin in that because the heater was on last night and I feel like I'm a sponge. I put on my under eye corrector in pink today and my e.l.f. primer. So those are the three things on after my Life Cell and my number 7, which I put on every morning after I wash my face. So there we go. That's where we are. You are up to date with what I have done so far. So I'm going to use a sponge today with my Tarte Paper Tape. I'm really liking this foundation. I like the color. The color of a perfect match to my skin tone. I like the coverage. I like everything about it. I like the price point of this product. I like how it does last all day. I don't have to retouch it up at all. And it's extremely moisturizing, which, I'm 62, so I got to get all the moisture in my skin that I can every day. The more moisture I can put, the better off my skin and my makeup is going to look. So I do love this foundation for that reason. It feels extremely hydrating as I put it on. I'm going to put it on with my sponge and sort of stamp it on, stipple it on, and then I'm going to come back over it with my sponge and with my brush and make sure that I get it all really blended with my brush. That is provided when you buy it, by the way. I'll tell you the color again here in just a second. So let's work with the brush and really blend. Make sure we don't have any streaking or unpleasant, unflattering lines. Trying to get that arm up more is just a challenge. Get that in there real good. It looks good from what I can see without my glasses. I'll put my glasses on here in a sec. How do we do? Glasses. Okay, how did we do here? Oh yeah, very nice. Just throw Wipe my nose. One thing I don't like when I put makeup on, sometimes you get, and I see women actually do this on purpose, but I don't like the way it looks, to be quite honest. Is the buildup of foundation around your mouth. I think it looks really unnatural. Um, this is just my opinion, of course, like everything else, but I don't like to see such a harsh line. Okay, I like it to be a little bit softer around my mouth. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not, but it is just the way I feel like the application around my mouth. I want it to be really thin and not thick next to my lips. Hope that makes a little bit more sense. Now, the one thing I will tell you about this beautiful foundation is I don't need very much concealer when I use this foundation. It covers really well. I'm just going to use a little bit on the scars that I have, which are right here. And then we're just going to put a tiny little bit right there where you get that fat missing line. And where's that brush? Just where you get when you look at your eyes and you see that line that we all think is discoloration, but it's not. It's a missing fat line. So if you've lost a lot of weight, one of the things that you could potentially have is a line that shows up from right here. And that's not actually discoloration. As I said, it is the fact that you've got missing fat now underneath your eyes. And it is actually a plastic surgery procedure to fill this back in right here. So this line that you see right here, see it right here? We all think that's discoloration. It's not. The only way to fix that is to have fat put there. I don't know about you, but that sounds a little scary to me, and I am not ready for that. By the way. Okay, let's get in and let's do some powder now. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier loose setting powder. I have not fixed it yet. It's still too pink, but I'm going to try to do it this weekend if I have time when I get home from our trip. So we're just going to have to deal with it the way that it is right now. It's not bad. It's just a tad bit too pink for me. I know a lot of other people that just love the color the way it is, and that's okay too. You know, we're all different, so whatever works for you, do what is working for you. If I can help you find alternatives like you guys have helped me, that's what this channel is all about. Helping each other, giving each other maybe new options and new choices, and we can all help each other do that, then we are helping each other in a positive way, and I am all about that. I did want to talk to you today while I'm working on my makeup about a subject that is very near and dear to me, and it is something I have really been working on. It's one of the last things that my mother and I ever talked about. It was her come to Jesus meeting with me when she was very sick. And I'll never forget her words, and I'll never forget the fact that she knew I really needed to hear what she had to say. And we were in the hospital after she miraculously had woken up from a stroke, which no one thought she would ever do, and she did. And she woke up and she knew everyone, she talked to everyone, and she gave us that glorious gift of being able to communicate with her before she passed away. Before I do that, let's get a little bit of lipstick on because my lips are dry. I'm not going to use just brown though. I don't want to use just browns. I'm going to use a little combination here. I am using my Revlon. Where my glasses go? Revlon Sassy Mauve number 463. Very pretty light mauve color. And I mixed it with my Cocoa Shimmer from LA Colors. Just wanted a little bit different look today. And we're going to put a gloss on it towards the end anyways. But I just kind of wanted to get that on. My lips are really dry. So my mom and I were having this conversation, and you know, all families have arguments and fights, and because you love each other, you don't feel like that's the reason at the time, but it is because you love each other. And my mother, in her infinite, amazing wisdom, made me a challenge that I needed for the rest of my life to make my decisions, for myself, for my husband, above everyone else. And I, up until that point, did not do that. Everybody else came first. Everybody. And she was right. I needed to start to stand up for myself on all things. And she had this an amazing, I will tell you the colors I'm going to use, guys, once I get them on, okay, through this palette while I start to apply these colors. But I'll show you in the end what I've used. So we had this amazing conversation, and she just said that I had to start thinking about my husband and I first, and everybody and everything had to come secondary. And it was a really hard it was a really hard realization for me to realize that, you know, she was right. And I wasn't doing that. And so that evening she made me to promise to her that moving forward, that was going to be my motivating factor in deciding whatever it is that was on the table for a decision, and that I needed to make sure that I always did it and not deviate away from it to ensure my husband's and my happiness in our later years. And it has just stuck with me. And recently, I've been struggling with my physical therapy. You guys know I've been really struggling of late, and I have been struggling to drive. Um, I've taken the car out a couple of times, and on the last attempt in the car, I actually ended up with half of my two right passenger side tires were in the ditch because I'm struggling to rotate my shoulder enough to go this direction. So if you're in your car and you've got to make a sudden adjustment, you know, to get out of the way from somebody, or there's an emergency and you've got to rotate really quickly this way or rotate really quickly back the other way, I haven't been able to do it. And it's been really weighing very heavy on my mind. So I mentioned this to my therapist, who's been wonderful, who's been really trying to help me get where I need to get so I do feel comfortable, so I can get myself to physical therapy. That's ultimately the goal, is to get you out of home health and into physical therapy outside your home. So I get a notification that my in-home therapy is going to stop. And I'm going to have to get to therapy on my own, which I can't do. And the whole reason I'm telling you this is because sometimes, as my mother said, sometimes you just have to really stand up for yourself and say, no, this is not what we're going to do. No, this is not acceptable. And you, as the person who is in charge of my recovery, my therapy, you need to take a more aggressive step, because you are putting me in a very precarious situation with my safety, not only my safety, but the safety of anybody else that's on the road. If I am in a situation where I cannot recover, then you have actually put my safety at risk, and you've put the public's safety at risk, and that is not okay. And so I need to, this is the conversation I'm having. I need you to take whatever necessary steps that you need to take to help me get this resolved, so I can have more time to recover appropriately. So I do feel confident, and I am safely able to drive myself to and from outpatient therapy. He said, I don't have the ability to do that. You have the ability to do that, and I expect you to do that. I cannot do it on my own, and I need you to do it. And if you can't do it, then you are placing yourself, as the therapy company, in a liability situation, because you're forcing me into an unsafe situation, and that's not acceptable. So that's the conversation that I had to have. And I don't like conflict. I just don't. I will always try to avoid it if I can. My husband and I are the same way. And so it's a lot for me to have to do that, and I don't like to do it, but I did it. And the whole time I'm having the conversation, my mother is ringing in my ear. And she was so right. So we have to stand up for ourselves. If we're not going to stand up for ourselves, can we really expect anybody else to do it for us? I know the answer to that is no. So if you have a situation where you need to stand up for yourself, do it confidently, succinctly, passionately, to get your message across, because you are your most important advocate. No one else is going to do it for you. You've got to do it for yourself. And I want to encourage everybody to do that. If you have a situation that needs this, that needs you to really stand up and say, no, this is not acceptable, I want to encourage you to do that, because when you do it, oh, it feels so good that you can look at yourself and say, I am really proud of you for standing up for yourself. That's sort of what this channel is all about. Helping each other be the very best version of ourselves, and encouraging each other to find the mechanisms and the ways to be able to do that. One of the ways that we can help each other do that is to encourage each other to stand up for ourselves, to make sure that we're being heard. And if there's a situation that you are uncomfortable with, don't just let it go. Make sure that you address it with whoever it needs to be addressed with. Don't let it just sit, because that's when trouble happens. That's when you can get compromised, and we don't want to do that. Okay, my little chat for the day. Just using my little fluffy brush now, and I am just buffing, blending these beautiful brown colors that I've got going on here. Show you the colors that I used here in just a sec. Looks good. Get my under eye loose, not loose, my compress setting powder, my perfect Pore Pink pack, which I get from Amazon. It is a finishing powder. And let's get under here and sweep. Then we have all right. And then let's see if we look even. Yes, we do. Okay, let me show you what I used here today. The first color that I used was, let me go this way. This color right here. I used that on all over the lid. Then I came through and I picked up this color. Oh, wait. Go here. It's so hard for me to do this. Okay, here we go. This color. I put that in transition. Then I picked up this color and I added it on top of it just to make it a little bit darker. And then finally I used this color, the darker color, to do the outline of the eyes. And I think it looks really nice. It's not really dark, but it is a darker. And we're just going to pick up that same color we did on the lid. And we're just going to kind of blend a little bit. It looks a little bit haggard right here. So we're just going to blend it a little bit. Soften that out just a tad bit. Not the top. The top looks good. Very good. And then I'm going to pick up that same pink powder in the pack. And I'm just going to add a little bit right here. I'm going to make sure I get it all up here and I don't have any shadowing from the brown through here. Definitely don't want to see brown shadowing right here. That will make your eyes sink backward. All right, very good. Beautiful. Blush. Going to use my Milani blush today. This is Milani's Baked Blush in the color Dolce. So to give you an update on that story I told you, I was able to get a new certification done, meaning they will come out and they will do another update of my recovery status, where I am, what I can, what I can't do. That'll be sent to the insurance company, and then hopefully the insurance company will come back and say, okay, we've approved so many more visits. And I think I'm about 2 weeks. I think I'm about 6 visits away from really getting enough extension that I will feel comfortable. At least I hope that's where we are. We'll see. Really curl those lashes today. All right. I am going to use brown mascara today for most of my application. Really, the only reason is because I'm almost out of the black. I'm just going to use the black at the very, very end on the tips to try to get some color so I can see the lashes. But to actually build the fullness and the extension, I am going to use my e.l.f. Sable or Brown mascara here. And just really work as much as I can through the lashes from the bottom up. Really trying to lock in the curl that I just put through there. All right. And here. And on this side, just really working from the underside. Oh, it's so hard to do that. I can't even tell you how much pain that creates. Such a small function activity to come across my body and put mascara on, and it is incredibly painful. Lord help me. In here. All right. Let's get down to the bottom lash line now. Looks pretty good, actually. I did a pretty good job there. Don't like it, not at all, though. Let me fix that. I don't like the way I've got a lot of dark highlighting under my eyes that I'm not liking. Use my powder and really lighten that up. Much better. This looks really dark and unflattering under there. Now we will go to mascara. Yeah, that's much better. Not sure why that did that. I guess I didn't blend properly. Not sure, but it just looked really horrible. We got serious watering going on in the eye, so we're going to just try to let it dissipate naturally. I can get a tear that runs down and makes a mess of everything. Okay, while that's drying, just going to get my sponge out. And I'm going to just dip in my powder and then sort of take it into the top of the container and just sort of blend it all. I just want a little bit more powder blend, but I don't want to put a whole lot on because then that will look, I'll get really washed out because of the pink. I do want to blend. And I also want to check in my brows to see if they need a little bit of touch up, which I believe they do. And yeah. My pencil out. Okay. Just that we just need a little fill in of color. Got a little heavy handed on my powder. And so just filling back in some color. And then we're just gonna brushing. Very good. One final thing, we're just going to add a little bit of black mascara to the very ends of my lashes with what's left in my applicator, which is not much. All right, there we go. That's it, except lip gloss. And we're going to use my Tarte Lip Plumper in mauve, just to get a little bit of sparkle on the lips, a little bit of gloss action going on. And that's it. Glasses, there they are. Alrighty. Now the brows look too dark. Brush them out. One of those days where the brows just don't want to. That's better. Better. Okay. There we go. Taupey brown to match my Boston sweatshirt. Loving it. I hope you guys have a splendid Wednesday. No, Thursday. We are Thursday. That's right. Weekend is almost here. Hope you have big plans for tomorrow with those in your life that you love, your sweetheart, whatever that may be. I don't know that I'll get in tomorrow and do a video because we're going to be going pretty early tomorrow, at least getting organized in the morning to get out of here to go on our trip. So I may not see you tomorrow. I'll try to do some videos over the weekend from this beautiful place that we're going to. It's a very unique spot, so definitely going to take some videos. It's actually a wedding reception venue on this beautiful farm. So I'm very excited about it. I'll take some videos so you can see. And I hope everybody has a splendid day today, wherever you are. Make it a fantastic day. Get out there and hit your grand slam. Take no prisoners. Stand up for yourself. If there's something that's not right, stand up for yourself and fix it. Because you've got to be your most outspoken advocate at all times. If you're not going to do it, how can we ever expect anybody else to do it, right? Believe in yourself at all times, in all things, and all things are possible. With hard work, faith, love, and dedication, you can get there. I believe in that. I believe in you. Have a spectacular day, everybody. This is Carrie from Texas. Many blessings. Be safe. Check your surroundings. Never take anybody or anything for granted. There's a lot of evil in our world. Thank you for all your wonderful messages. Have a splendid day. Everything will be linked in the bottom of the video. And please share if you know somebody that you think might like to be part of our small little community here. I'd love to hear from them. So God bless you. Thanks for joining me this morning, and we'll see you the next time.